Miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, yeah, the Dark Knight Franchise Elites, Episode 1.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Y'all boys going to get up the mic because y'all boys ahead.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing we do
that nigga just be talking. That nigga just be talking.
Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield going up, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
like if it's shit like that though, nigga not good.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what though, a one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates
hey man, I can't hear you in the screen, man.
And I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He finds his target.
Oh, my God. That's some bullshit.
Into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
That's bullshit.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. At the 46-yard line.
Check 53. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Here we go, 46. 53's the mark. 53, check 53. Check pass. 53.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Let's go with defense.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, it's Prescott. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, let's go, kill. 53, 953. Go, go, go. 26.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Here go 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Green brings it in. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st. On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just were unable to do so.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Run. Hey, high 7. I got you.
They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ.
God, bro.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mayfield to throw it. It's caught. Beckham. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl to...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 42 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. As his guys are back within a single score.
Hey, now this shit do work, though.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Wait, what?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Wait, the broom can stand still? I saw that, but I didn't know like what it was for. Wait, so you could do it, so I could do it right now.
To get started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
I swear my whole snap got that feeling, man.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Check, lucky. Hey, alert.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack. But I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone. And into the offensive backfield, he's a heck of a player.
And they're a big TFL tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That boy once I hear on that read off.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Real. Mike 5'9". Watch the run.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield.
This nigga running.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Hey, box truck.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. 2nd and 7. Mayfield looks to throw. That's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Mike 5'9", That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike, check. Run. Who that? Mike 50.
Mayfield now. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So we reach halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
I missed a touchdown. How the fuck Roman score again? I missed that. Off some bullshit. Idiots.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the season went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch, twist. Go to 54, go to 54. 26.
They'll run here with Mixon, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
50. Check 53. Hey, kill. 47. 53. Go. Get out there. Big series right here. We got 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Let's go. Okay, we got Mike, number 50.
Prescott from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53 is the mark. 53. Check 53. Crunch time, defense.
Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. 79
Big Joe. Big Joe.
These guys are back within a single score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now
get by up. Yes, sir. Get by up.
Yes, sir. Partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That needs to be a problem. That needs to be a problem.
Bullock going on the extra point, and it's now 21-17.
Oh, my God. DK Metcalf.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Gino Atkins? Gino Atkins, come on, you can't make it up.
On second and 9.
Oh, sorry ass over run. This shit sorry.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Minus 59. Down to lose. Point it right. Tighten up. Pistol.
Here's Mayfield.
Oh my God, bro! It's hard, bro.
It's shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th
You will not let me like what?
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
I fuck with Baker. Let me get back up. I don't want to hear shit. That's my dog. With me, MVP. You got something else. That nigga was, shit, I made Stafford MVP though.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 9. Here we go. Check 53 is mine. Watch the screen. Under. Here we go, 47. Watch the screen. 53 is the mine. 53. Check 53. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Good God. That Ross?
They'll run on first down. Nixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Oh, my God.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, kill.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Jordan Howard really wanted to go to Carolina to be a backup. I mean, he was going to be a backup here, too, but damn. Nah, I'm talking about fucking...
Now Joe Mixon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. The 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
Damn.
On that one.
Did he go to the crib?
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Stop the run with the Bengals.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This shit. Oh my. Jukebox?
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
How the fuck would you run a wild?
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Bowman's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This nigga DK might be better than Hollywood.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
You're going to be getting lucky as hell.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throw, Mayfield, and he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, orbit! Watch out!
A first down throw from Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They run it again with Chubb. And he takes
I knew he was running that shit, though. What the fuck?
Nick Chubb.
Nigga, my nigga, I knew he was running that, bro.
And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
You sound like Jonathan for the oil.
To throw on second and 6. Open man is Uzama. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
That nigga Ronald Darby took the bread and ran.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
I had the top dude.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Go. 53, Mike. Check, 53, Mike. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Right here. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Go to 54. Why ain't? Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
53 to Mike, 53. Here we go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D.
4th down, Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively,
I tried to touch pass and shit, so he threw it right over. He didn't do it, though.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Set, 180. Mike is 59. And watch the leg.
A run for Nick Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Two-jet bomber. Shit. Hey, alert 33.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike, 180. Mike,
Mayfield to throw. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, exit.
Now Mayfield on fourth down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. That one a back-breaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
And the Browns first down.
So Cleveland